Your news for the state of Tennessee in about 10 minutes. Tennessee in 10 starts now.
Thanks for joining us for Tennessee in 10. I'm Holly Thompson. We begin here in the mid-state where there are new accusations against an elementary teacher charged with rape. The Decatur County Sheriff's Office says more victims have come forward about Alan Maxwell. Maxwell is on leave from his role as a PE teacher at Decaturville Elementary and has been banned from all school campuses. He was arrested last Friday at his home in Parsons.
I'm Jerry Askin. A Dyersburg child is recovering after accidentally shooting herself. Police responded around 10 o'clock Sunday night but found no one at a home. The family later returned and the child's father said he found his 4-year-old daughter unresponsive on the couch and rushed her to the hospital. He also told police she had gotten a hold of a gun he left in the living room. As of last night, the child is in critical condition and no charges have been filed against the father.
Hello from the WVLT Newsroom. I'm Will Puckett. Well, the only woman on Tennessee's death row is claiming that the lethal injection process violates her religious beliefs. Krista Gale Pike was convicted in Knox County of killing Colleen Slemmer in 1995. The lawsuit says that Tennessee's new lethal injection protocol violates the Constitution and Pike's religious beliefs. Pike also claims in the lawsuit that she has a medical condition that if injected with the state's lethal injection, it would cause a drowning sensation. She is scheduled to be executed on September 30th of this year. If that execution goes through, it'll mark the first time Tennessee has put a woman to death in more than 200 years.
A woman who was once a promising singer and a former contestant on The Voice will be in court today to face vehicular homicide charges. Police say Kata Huddleston was driving drunk when she crashed into 2 cars on I-65 nearly 2 weeks before Christmas. Police say Huddleston first rear-ended a car and drove off, and police say a short time later she ran a red light and hit Gail Nichols before getting back onto the interstate. Well, Nichols died 2 days after the crash. Police say after they found Huddleston, she posted bail and ran off to Oklahoma. Well, she was brought back to Nashville last week. It is day 2 of Tennessee's legislative session. There's already lots of items on the docket. We know House Majority Leader William Lambert says one of his top priorities is tackling the cost of living. He says that starts with cutting Tennessee's grocery tax. Tennessee is one of 10 states that put a tax on groceries, which is 4%, and local governments can add up to 2.75% on top of that. Well, last year, proposals from both Democrats and Republicans stalled in the legislature, but lawmakers from both parties are bringing bills again this year that would cut or eliminate the grocery tax altogether. Doing so would cost the state revenue, and that's where the ideas differ. House Majority Leader William Lambert says he believes legislators can find a way to cut the tax without replacing the money it brings in, but some Democrats are not convinced.
The math doesn't add up with their proposal. If we're going to cut a large source of revenue, we have to find another way to get that, or we've got to make cuts.
And I can go on and on of the taxes that we've cut, and we're still able to make sure that teachers are getting raises and state employees are getting raises and roads are getting paved.
As a college student, I would definitely agree with taking out the grocery tax.
I think they should. Gas, too.
The legislature will likely consider several options for cutting or eliminating the grocery tax this session. Lawmakers were welcomed back to the Capitol by a large group of protesters outside the State Museum. They were chanting and yelling at lawmakers as they entered the building. Now, one group of faith-based protesters chanted against Republican-led immigration. They were removed from the House gallery for outbursts. Now, many Republicans say the noise will not distract them from their priorities, which include expanding the statewide school voucher program. So it passed last session with 20,000 vouchers handed out last year. 25,000 students will get the vouchers this year. But as we reported, Republican leaders want to double the total number to at least 40,000. That could cost taxpayers close to an extra $150 million. It's something Democrats say the state cannot afford.
It's a terrible piece of legislation. It's not working already. I continue to hear from schools how it's negatively impacting them.
There will be some spirited debate about growing it from that. I would say that it just be a debate.
Now, any debate or fight to expand vouchers will not come until late in the session after Governor Bill Lee proposes his budget.
An Oracle partner plans to build an AI data center in East Memphis. The Daily Memphian reports Nate Golden of Golden Acquisitions bought the building at 1341 Sycamore View. That's off of I-40 near Southwest's Macon Cove campus and the Penal Farm. Golden is working with the STEM Practice, a tech company that partners with Oracle. This won't be a massive data center like XAI's Colossus. Golden says part of the data center will be running by May 1st. He plans to expand after that.
All right, we are checking in with First Alert meteorologist Melanie Layden, who's going to walk us through all these changes, including rain right now.
Yes, and we're seeing rain right through the middle of Middle Tennessee, right through Nashville, and it's going to be pushing off to our east as the rest of the morning and afternoon goes on. By about lunchtime, the plateau sees a lot of rain that's pushing on through. Nashville starting to clear out of here. Memphis dry at that point. You got all the rain overnight and heading off here toward Knoxville as the day goes on. After the rain is kind of pushing out of the state completely, a blast of cold air is going to move in. So some of these lingering rain showers could actually switch over to a few light snow showers in areas of the Cumberland Plateau into Knoxville and the Smokies. We are looking at just kind of light isolated showers. Most of you only getting a dusting, but back closer toward the North Carolina state line, that's where you can see maybe closer to about an inch of accumulation out that way as very cold air still settles in and the snow continues to fall. Other than that, we're looking very clear across the mid-state and the rest of the entire state as we go into tonight and early tomorrow. Temperatures really drop with pretty much everyone staying around the freezing mark into your Thursday afternoon.
East Tennessee is one of the fastest growing areas in the country, and as it continues to grow, McGee-Tyson Airport is saying they're trying to keep up with that pace. On top of additional parking garage plans already under construction, the airport is looking to add 6 gates to Concourse A. They're also looking to build a bigger terminal, expanding ticketing, baggage handling areas, and security screening checkpoints. But before they break ground on any of that, they do have to check for any type of environmental impact first. Airport officials think more than 5 million people will use the airport in East Tennessee by 2028. All of the changes will come after that, though, as the entire project is slated to be completed by 2035.
A historic farewell at the Memphis Police Training Academy. Lieutenant Evertina Halfacre, MPD's first and only female motorcycle officer, retires this week after nearly 40 years on the force. She broke barriers across the department, becoming the first woman in multiple elite units. From traffic enforcement to community outreach, her legacy now rides into the history books.
My journey has been grand, I promise you. My guys will even say, the motor guys will even say how hyper and happy I still am. It's been a blessing, and I couldn't have chosen a better career.
Lieutenant Halfacre will still ride as a reserve officer and perform with the color guard for 2 more years, hoping to inspire other young women to achieve great goals. And the best thing she's looking forward to in the future, hanging out with her grandbabies.
Now, to support pediatric cancer research here in Nashville, the queen of country music, Dolly Parton, is releasing a new rendition of her song, Light of a Clear Blue Morning. The rendition features Lainey Wilson, Miley Cyrus, Queen Latifah, and Reba McEntire. Dolly says proceeds from the recording and music video will benefit Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt. Now, the song will be released this Friday, but you can pre-save it now. We have a link to do that. It's inside our free WSMV4 News app. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your Wednesday, everybody.